As you can see, I am not dressed to compete here tonight. Oh no, I'm not a chicken. When I got dressed this morning, I couldn't stand how good I look that I could not undress and put my trunks on tonight and have pleasure in beating you. I'm gonna get straight to the point and cut the crap. Shadow, you are nothing but a washed up, over the hill street thug. As you can see the way I'm dressed, I'm a professionally trained athlete. I've been in motion pictures. Shadow, you are beneath me. But there is a man backstage who is meaner, nastier, more gangster, and has more street cred than you ever will. And he will take pleasure in beating you back to the retirement home you came from tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, from the ghetto backwoods suburbs of Trussville, Alabama, P-Dog!
JJ, as we get started this week, I have to ask, how hard did AJ Styles hit Mike Posey with that Styles Clash back at Season's Meetings?
What are you talking about? This man is all thug. He is from the ghetto backwoods of Trussville, Alabama. You know how hard it is? The struggle's real, yo.
I don't know what to make of this.
Well, I can tell you right now what to make of it. It's a thug. P-Dog is more thug than Shadow Jackson. By the way, I did my homework. I know what A.D. Brewer stands for.
D.A. Brewer.
No, it's A.D. It's A.D. Brewer. Automatic grip.
I thought you were going to say Dyslexic American. A.D.
A.D. That's what I said. A.D.
Well, as John the Body Johnson continues his never-ending quest to figure out what the DA and D.A. Brewer stands for, we've got singles action, two former Anarchy heavyweight champions in there, Shadow Jackson and P-Dog Mike Posey.
P-Dog.
P-Dog, yes.
P-Dog. He's a thug. Are you questioning his street cred?
I suppose the next thing you're going to tell me is that Tony Atlas wasn't Saba Simba?
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but, you know, hey, look at this CB Gibson out here talking up.
CB Suave.
Oh, sorry, CB Suave.
Gibson's a guitar.
CB Suave.
You used to manage him. How'd you forget who he was?
That was ancient history.
Apparently, but you remembered it.
But you reminded me. But he's a great guy. I mean, he's a good friend.
Rear waist lock applied by Shadow. No, into the side headlock. As P-Dog is squeezing on the head. I can't say that with a straight face. Again to the side headlock. Shadow Jackson in trouble as he goes into the ropes. Whipped off by Shadow Jackson. Shoulder tackle, down goes P-Dog. Man, knocked the wind out of him, JJ.
Well, you know, and then CB Suave at the onset of this match telling Shadow Jackson he's washed up. He's ready for the retirement home. You know, and that might be a little true. There might be some truth to that. But, I mean, you know, this man right here, look at this. Shadow Jackson, you know, a well-decorated, you know, athlete here. Former Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, former Anarchy Tag Team Champion. And right now, P-Dog, I don't think he wants to go power for power with Shadow Jackson. But I will say he's more.
I don't think he wanted to go shoulder to shoulder with him.
Well, that happened. It may not have been the wisest of moves, but right now, P-Dog. What do you mean you can't say that with a straight face?
I didn't say anything. What are you talking about?
You said P-Dog. You said you couldn't say P-Dog with a straight face. You had to call him Mike Posey. That's P-Dog.
I guess I'll do what I have to do. I mean, I had to call him the new face of old school. I had to call him heavyweight champion for a while, too.
Well, now you know what? He's the new face of OG.
OG?
Original gangster. That's what he is. He's a real OG.
Well, CB Suave is being an SOB out on the floor.
Well, that's not very kosher.
I didn't know he was Jewish.
You didn't know a lot of things until I told you.
You didn't know his last name 5 minutes ago. CB Suave rolls Shadow Jackson back into the ring as P-Dog is having words with D.A. Brewer. There's a lot of initials in this match.
There is a lot of initials in this match. This match is brought to you by Sesame Street and the whole letters of the alphabet. But right now, D.A. Brewer looking on as P-Dog taking it to Shadow Jackson. Big week here on Anarchy Wrestling.
A big move by P-Dog.
Take Shadow Jackson. Definitely looking at that. But what about Lars Manderson last week during the Young Lions #1 contendership match, interjecting himself and costing Jacob Ashworth his shot at that Young Lions championship. This week, Lars Manderson taking on the new Anarchy Young Lions champion, Jeremy Foster. And right now, P-Dog getting up in the face of D.A. Brewer
as CB Suave was getting in the face of Shadow Jackson on the floor.
He was just offering some support. He was supporting himself on the ropes and just happened to have Shadow Jackson's neck draped over him.
We're going to spell out the letters. There's the P. There's the D. There's the O-G.
And they got him a 2 count. And
right now, no, that spells P-Dog.
It does spell P-Dog. The OG, and look at this. P-Dog getting up in the face of referee D.A. Brewer, probably giving him some good pointers. Of course, at one point, P-Dog was a well-respected official in the sport of professional wrestling. And I mean, you know, anytime that D.A. Brewer can sit under the learning tree with P-Dog and learn how to be a better referee, he should jump right on that opportunity.
Over the top into a leg drop goes P-Dog as he goes in for a cover. Smart move by P-Dog. You saw he kind of pulled Shadow away from that bottom rope. So Shadow wasn't able to grab hold of the rope to break the count.
And right now, spin him over. Thought he was going to go for a neck breaker, but instead holds it into a neck lock here. Stretching out. The next Shadow Jackson saying no. And now Mike Posey, I thought he was reversing it back around, but look at Shadow Jackson. The crowd going wild in here. I can barely hear myself think.
I can hear your hamster wheel spinning over there.
At least I got a will. At least I got a will. And right now, shot to the ribs. And right now, oh, big headbutt. Has P-Dog rocked.
Shadow goes through the ropes. I think Shadow's had enough of CB's interference. A block as CB Suave goes rib first into the guardrail. I don't think P-Dog's aware of what's going on behind his back.
And this crowd, they're getting louder and louder by the moment. They love Shadow Jackson here in Cornelia. I don't think P-Dog's loving him too much.
I think P-Dog may have just peed his pants.
Shadow Jackson might make a pee stain out of P-Dog. Oh.
Boot to the midsection and a stunner.
And that could be it. Shadow Jackson's won the Anarchy Heavyweight title with that very move in the past. 1, 2.
Will the referee just pull out of the ring?
Oh, wait a minute.
Jeez.
Winner of the match as a result of the disqualification, Shadow Jackson.
Did you see that? He just punched the referee.
He punched D.A. Brewer right
After the DQ.
After the DQ.
So CB punches DA after the DQ, or causing the DQ. I just had a stroke.
And right now, wait a minute, D.A. Brewer trying to get his, wait a minute, being pushed away. Wait a minute.
Shove down one more time.
Whoa!